Hey guys, Mike here, the Detroit Borg, with a look at the new Mac Pro. So we have been waiting a very long time to finally see this product. This is a high-end desktop workstation computer. This has full desktop class components in it, not mobile components like you get with the iMac or the Mac Mini, and of course the MacBook Pros. So this is the best computer you can get from Apple. Now of course it's just the computer, it doesn't include a monitor or even the keyboard and mouse. Now this is also an expensive computer. It's priced accordingly. So this starts off at $3,000 for a quad core, and a 6-core starts off at $4,000. And that's the version I have here. This is a stock 6-core Xeon powered computer. Now you can also configure this up to 8 and 12 cores, which can push the price all the way up to 10 grand. So this can get quite expensive. Alright, so let's go ahead and pull this open. Alright, so let's just lift the lid, and inside we'll find some packaging here. Looks like we have our Mac Pro wrapped in plastic, so I'm just going to grab the handle to lift it up. There it is, quite dirty. Pull that off. Alright, so let's take a close look at the packaging. So we have Mac Pro branding with the Mac Pro in profile on the side. We have our little pull tab up here to open this up, and of course we'll do that in just a second. Apple logo on the side. Same thing on the back. Same thing on the other side. Now on the bottom you'll find all of the specs, so let me get situated here so you can take a look at that. Now the big label on the bottom of the box reveals the stock configuration we have here. Again, 6-core, 3.5 gigahertz Intel Xeon E5 processor. We have 16 gigs standard of RAM. This is clocked at 866 megahertz. This is ECC memory, so it's high-speed RAM, tends to be more expensive, but you can upgrade this yourself all the way up to 64 gigs. Now to get to 64 gigs third party, it costs about $800, which is a little cheaper than what Apple will charge. I think it's $1,200. So we have two AMD FirePro D500 graphics processors. So all Mac Pros come with dual graphics, and the 6-core comes standard with D500. The quad-core comes standard with D300. Now the D300 comes standard with 2 gigs of GDDR5 memory. The D500s comes with 3 gigs, and the D700s come with 6 gigs. Now we have 256 gigs of PCI-based storage standard. You can upgrade this up to 1 terabyte, so that's high-speed storage, so you get really good performance there, and we'll demonstrate that in this video. Now I'll talk about the I/O ports when we get to the Mac Pro. This does come with 802.11ac Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 4.0 built in. Now if you look closer, you also see designed by Apple in California and assembled in the USA. So these are assembled in Texas. Now this isn't the only Mac to be assembled in the USA. The iMac is also assembled here if you get a custom configuration. Alright, so let's go ahead and open the box. They give us a little tab here to pull open instead of cutting the seal. Alright, so let's go ahead and lift the lid here, and inside we'll actually find this literature packet. Let's go ahead and pull this out. So let's take a quick look at that. So you can see designed by Apple in California. Now the first pamphlet says full speed ahead, of course alluding to the fact that this is a high-end, high-speed desktop. We have Mac Pro, which is basic regulatory information and warranty information. And we have something really special here, which are these black Apple stickers unique to the Mac Pro. That's kind of neat to see. Now let's take a closer look at this pamphlet, which is kind of nice. So full speed ahead. Welcome to your new Mac Pro. You're about to begin a very happy and productive relationship. So let's get started. Pick it up. The curved edge on the top is meant to be used as a handle. Set it up. This is no floor model. Go ahead and keep it right on your desk, which is what I plan to do. Open it up, just slide the enclosure release to the right and lift up, and of course I'll demonstrate all of this. Amp it up so you've got 4 channels of blazing fast memory, and upgrading is just as fast. You also have lots of I/O on here. So you have 6 Thunderbolt ports, which allows you to connect up to 36 Thunderbolt devices. Of course you can daisy chain them together. That's what they're referring to. Now I can power it up, so we can't wait to see what you do next, and that's about it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get it out of its box and take a close look. Alright, so let's get to the Mac Pro, and we have some styrofoam here, holding it nice and securely. As you can see, everything is well engineered, even the packaging. Inside you can see down there, styrofoam also holding its base, so I'm just going to grab the handle like they say, and lift up, and it's about 12 pounds, so it does feel quite hefty for something that size. Alright, so let's set that aside for just a moment, and inside we'll find our cable, so I'm going to pull this out of here. You can see our power cable, and of course the power supply is internal. Alright, so let's unpack our cable here. Again, black to match the Mac Pro. So black is the theme going on here. So let's go ahead and peel this apart. This is pretty much a standard Apple cable. You can see it's got that same design as something like on an iMac. Now you have the point at which it connects to the Mac Pro, which is curved, which gives us a nice flush design. We're going to take a look at that in a minute. Now we also have a matching black Thunderbolt cable, which was introduced with the new Mac Pro as well. So I picked one of those up so I can take a look at it. Alright, so there's our Mac Pro, still wrapped in its plastic wrapper. So we have a little zipper here to pull down to release it. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a close look at the design of the Mac Pro, which is a story in itself. So it's quite unusual for a desktop computer, certainly a stark departure from the outgoing cheese grater style Mac Pro, which was more of a classic desktop tower. So this is cylindrical because it's based on a thermal core. It's basically got a huge heat sink in the center that connects to all of your components, including your graphics processor and CPUs, and it ventilates toward the top. So there's a single fan at the top, very large fan, custom designed by Apple, and it ventilates from the bottom and blows out the top. So this keeps it very quiet, so we have a much more quiet desktop than the outgoing Mac Pro. And of course, much more compact. Now this is about 9.9 inches tall, 6.6 inches wide, has an aluminum